Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology, and in today's video we will cover one more important transit, that is Mercury or Budh, who was in the sign of Aquarius, has turned retrograde on 30th January 2021, and in this retrograde motion he is now going to enter the sign of Capricorn on 5th February 2021 and stay there till 21st February 2021 in the retrograde motion. After 21st February 2021, Mercury will again become direct in Capricorn. So we will analyze the results of this transit in this video. Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. So now look at this chart and you can see the sign of Capricorn has 4 planets in it. Pluto represented by PL, Venus represented by VE, Jupiter represented by JU, and Saturn represented by SA, and also the Sun. Now Mercury is going to enter from the sign of Aquarius, that is the sign where you see the letter Zeni. He is going to cross that sign in the reverse motion and enter into the sign of Capricorn, which already has these 5 planets which I just mentioned. So now this is going to form a Panchagrahi Yoga in the sign of Capricorn. So Mercury is moving from Aquarius to Capricorn, that is he is retrograde. Okay, and Mercury is nothing but the planet of communication, the planet of logical thinking, the planet of media, the planet representing analytical thinking, the planet which represents our marketing skills. Now Mercury will be in close conjunction with the Sun, and therefore Mercury is also combust. Okay, he is going to remain combust along with Jupiter till 12th February 2021. Now when Mercury is retrograde, it makes us rethink about our communication. Okay, so maybe you are thinking of writing an email to someone few days back and then you forgot all about that. So now you will suddenly remember and go back and try to do that task. Mercury represents all kinds of communication, written communication, oral communication, the print media, the internet. So it will make you remember things which you have forgotten and rework on those things. So if you have forgotten to write someone an email which you had earlier thought you would do, you would now remember and do that task. If you wanted to speak with your friend whom you had last seen say 7 years ago and then you forgot about it, Mercury will now remind you to do that. So whenever Mercury is retrograde, it makes you rethink the things which you have forgotten in the past which you had planned to do. For example, some important communication with an old friend, etc. The sign of Capricorn also represents the government and the economy, and Mercury represents important communication, finance, and media. Recently we had the budget session. Okay, so now the government will also reconsider a lot of changes in this budget. Okay, and they will rework on few things in this budget again. When Mercury is retrograde, many a times rumors and gossip spread easily. Okay, because the communication flow is affected, which means that within the media you will often see false news and wrong news coming out now. So when Mercury is retrograde, there are a lot of rumors floating around which may not be true. Now let me do a quick ascendant wise analysis. So this transit is very good for the Aries ascendant. because for Aries ascendant, Mercury is entering your 10th house of career, business, and profession. Okay, and Mercury rules your third house of courage and your sixth house of conflicts, litigations, and workplace. Okay, so you will courageously face any conflicts that come in your business, in your profession, and you will gain a lot from these things. So this is a very good transit for the Aries ascendant. So you will see a lot of prosperity this month in your business, in your career. For a Taurus ascendant, this is the best transit. Why? Because Mercury rules your second house of wealth and your fifth house of knowledge, love, and children. And he is entering into the ninth house of good fortune. Okay, so you will gain through your children, you will also gain a lot of wealth, name, and fame in this month. So, a very good time for the Taurus ascendant. Now, for the Gemini ascendant, this is not a very good transit because Mercury is your Lagna Lord. He is the Lord of your first house and the fourth house of comforts. Okay, and he is entering into the eighth house. So, you need to be very careful because sudden events will come which may make you communicate in a wrong way. Okay, and you may be misunderstood by others. You also need to take good care of your health. Since Mercury is the fourth lord and he enters your eighth house, you could gain some secret knowledge, some property through your mother. But overall, for Gemini ascendant, this transit is not a good transit, and you need to communicate very carefully. You need to be very careful with your health. So, wait for some time till 22nd February before you take any major decision. Now, for a Cancer ascendant or Kark ascendant, Mercury rules the 12th house of foreign things, okay, and the third house of courage, and he is entering into your 7th house of partnerships. So, what this means is you will gain a lot from people in foreign land, from foreign partnerships during this time period. So, a good transit for the Cancer ascendant. Now, for the Leo ascendant, Mercury rules the 11th house of gains, the second house of wealth, and he is entering into the 6th house of conflicts, disputes, diseases. Okay, so this is a mixed period for you. You may gain through your conflicts, you may also get a lot of wealth, but this may result in some disturbance in your peace of mind. For Kanya ascendant or Virgo ascendant, Mercury rules the first house and the 10th house of career, and he is entering your 5th house of knowledge, children, and romance. Okay, so you will be very romantic in your communication. You will get a lot of love from your children, and this is a very great transit for you. For a Libra or a Tula ascendant, Mercury rules your 12th house and your 9th house of good fortune. Okay, again 12th house represents foreign things, expenditure, and Mercury is entering into your 4th house of comforts. Okay, so you are going to gain a lot of comforts, lot of property, lot of peace in this period, and this is a very good transit for you. Only thing is your expenses may be on the higher side. You may need to spend more on the health of a family member such as your mother in this time period. Now for a Scorpio ascendant, Mercury rules the 8th house and the 11th house of gains. Okay, 8th house represents sudden events, 11th house represents gains and friends, and Mercury has entered into your 3rd house representing your siblings, courage, and short distance journeys. Okay, so sudden disputes with your brothers may occur. Okay, or you may also suddenly gain some kind of inherited wealth or secret knowledge in this time period. So this is a mixed uh, time period for the Scorpio ascendant. That is, this transit has a mixed impact. It is neither very good nor very bad for you. Now we will move to the Sagittarius ascendant or the Dhanu ascendant. For the Sagittarius ascendant, this transit is occurring in your second house of wealth and family. Okay, and for you, Mercury rules the seventh house of partnerships and the 10th house of your career. So, your career and your partnerships will bring you a lot of wealth, name, and fame in this period. So, a very good time for the Dhanu ascendant or the Sagittarius ascendant. For the Capricorn ascendant or the Makar ascendant, the sixth and the ninth lord is Mercury. Okay, Mercury also represents your good fortune and he is entering into your first house. So, you will get gurus in this time period who will be extremely analytical, extremely logical. So, try to gain knowledge from these teachers. Okay, and try to avoid legal disputes because Mercury is also your sixth lord. So, when you are signing any papers, be very careful because sixth house can bring you conflicts. Okay, and Mercury represents communication. So whenever you are signing contract documents, whenever you are working on any negotiations, whenever you are signing on the dotted line, be very careful. Relook at your communications and take a stance after consulting someone senior and more intelligent than you. For an Aquarius ascendant or Kumbh ascendant, the fifth lord and the eighth lord of sudden events is entering into the 12th house. So, what does this mean? This means that expenses related to the health of your children will increase in this time period. So, take good care of the health of your children, look after them properly. Okay, and this transit can also give you a foreign journey where you may go to some foreign land to speak on some event or to communicate about something. So, this is a mixed period for the Aquarius or Kumbh ascendant. Now, for the mean ascendant or the Pisces ascendant, Mercury rules the fourth house of comforts, vehicles, property, and the seventh house of partnerships, and he is entering into your 11th house of gains. So, you will gain a lot from property, from partnerships, and this is an extremely good transit for you. So friends, this is my analysis of retrograde Mercury's transit into the sign of Capricorn from 5th February 2021 till around 21st February 2021, post which Mercury becomes direct in the sign of Capricorn and again starts moving towards Aquarius and enters Aquarius around 12th March 2021. So friends, if you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to our channel Kamath Astrology, please click the bell icon and you will be notified automatically whenever we add a new video. For any consultation, any queries, please email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com and we'll be glad to assist you. So friends, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon shortly with another video. Till then, take care. Bye. Stay safe.